Imagine you're going through your phone looking at your photos and you see a picture of yourself that you don't remember taking. And you don't remember anybody else taking it either. And the more you look at the photo, the weirder it seems. Does that freak you out? Then I have a story for you. I wear contacts, and before I switched to daily lenses, I used to get little eye infections pretty frequently. Nothing too crazy, just sort of red with a little pain or whatever. So, one day, several years back, it got sort of worse than usual. I was in the bathroom just looking at it, and I decided to take a picture of my pink eye and send it to my mom. I'm a grown woman with kids, but I still like to whine to my own mom sometimes. So, I take 4 or 5 close-up pictures of my one red eye, like I'm holding the phone right up to my eyeball. I walk back into my bedroom and sit on the bed to look at my eye pictures and then text them to my mom. I open my photos to look at my pictures, and there's one of my reddened eye, there's another, and then the next picture was just not right. I froze. It really startled me. It was a picture of me. Like a picture of me just standing there. You could see my entire head, face, and my hair. There was no possible way I could have taken this picture of myself. But the truly horrifying part was that I had no eyes at all. Like there were 2 holes where my eyes should have been. I've never seen a person without eyeballs, and I promise I wouldn't look it up after this incident, but it was just what I would have imagined it might look like. It wasn't bloody or gory, but it also wasn't like someone had put black spots over my eyes either. The entire eyeballs were missing, and there were 2 dark sockets where my eyes should be. My lids were wide open, but my actual eyes were just gone. I tossed the phone away from me, and I screamed my husband's name. My voice sounded wildly upset. I immediately picked the phone back up. I just knew I'd lost my mind, and he was going to run in, and there would be nothing there, and it would all just be fine. I quickly opened the pictures back up and flipped through. Close up on my eye. Close up on my eye. Me without eyes. Close up on my eye. I went back to the previous eyeless picture, and I slammed the phone face down. My husband came in. I pointed at the phone, and I just told him to look through the pictures. He was obviously weirded out by my behavior, but he did it. "Do you see it?" I said, shaking. He did see it. I could tell he did by his expression. I explained that I didn't take a picture of myself like that. I didn't take a picture of my entire face. I don't even know how I could have, and I definitely didn't take my eyeballs out for a picture either. I was shaking, and my words kept coming out very loudly and all panicked. He threw the phone down on the bed. He kept asking what was going on, like I was pranking him. But something about him freaking out actually calmed me down, like one of us had to calm down. I mean, there had to be a reasonable explanation. I looked again, just one more time, and there it was. I looked weird in the photo, even besides the eyes. Like it was me, but not. The only way I can think to explain it is that the expression was just not mine. It was more like a lack of any expression at all. I forced my husband to look at it again with me. We just stared at it for a minute together. He finally looked away. He was just too freaked out to deal with it. And honestly, staring at it too long had freaked me out again too. I closed the Photos app. After I'd asked him like 500 times, "What is that?" I realized I have to send this to someone. Someone has to explain to me why or how or what had happened. I opened the pictures to send to a friend, and it was just gone. I flipped through again and again. There were now only 4 or 5 close-up red-eye pictures. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't there. I said to my husband, "What the hell, did you delete it?" He reminded me that he was looking at it with me, and he couldn't have done that without me noticing. Besides, it would have been in my deleted photos. So, what the hell? I had this photo, we both saw it, and now it's gone. I kept asking him for confirmation that he had seen it too. Like any minute he was going to be all like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But no, he had seen it. He definitely remembered. And that was it. I tried talking to him about it a million times. I tried Googling it for days. Had anyone else had this happen? Is this some creepy shit that other people had seen before? I never found anything exactly like my story. The closest thing was some people saying they found photos in their phone that they thought that they didn't take, but nothing like this. My husband hates when I talk about it, still to this day, but I'm no longer scared like I was. Just so curious. It really drives me crazy that I won't have any explanation. I'll never forget seeing that image. After time passed, I realized it kind of looked like someone else was wearing my face. Like a mask. It just wasn't me, even though it was my face, with my eyes missing. I keep wondering if it means something. It has to, right? All I know is I'm really glad my husband saw it. He hates all things scary, but at least I can occasionally say, hey, remember the time my eyes were gone? And he'll say, yeah, don't talk about it. It's unbelievable, but it's absolutely true. To be honest, I almost never tell anyone because I figure they'll think we're just liars. But it's really made me way less likely to brush off other stories of the weird and the unusual.